abeso say class akase ewo CTV so ensem a yede eba mo akwan mu anwume no edoso pa de edi mu akotene bi ne se mampani John Dramani Mahamadi atudwa chese wo hye police sahene mpo se wonye hwehwemu emfa mfimpinu ne aduonu abato no nipa nwotwe a ofa so 18 nanano siedo mampani kuro ya nsoso de atudwa na chese muslimi so nim se emwa bia obetumi di aboa won mu ne titiri se wonom ekọ hajj kunkro no eboa ya wo mutua no obetumi ateso ama wo no ochese na memmu no obebo ne homodin pa se obedi sa adwuma ama won mu adwadie mu nsem anwumere ye yetufa akopie mu ewo da mango savana mantamu a ababeto dwa se famgo eho ayeden amasamre adrava for ena won mo ete eho ohaw pa na amanoni nsem nsoso ena enkane France mampani soso kire se eya atro ena nipa bie ekodito ne so se wono na memmuomu no eya de a sika bi a wode ebo ne 2007 abato no nto abone eya de a Libya mampani na de ma na wo kyesa adanse krumu no manfo akwakodi etia no abusuansem no bi eka we ho ena yesi nkonya yede abamu akwemu se class akan kase ewo CTV Ghana's #1 television so enefiada enwumre medin abena nyako abronoma afi nsem ni nchemu monka ye ho yemfa enso mu sei ebusiansem ni nchemu ti asia Ghana mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama de atudwa na chese we no eye ohye directive awode Emma Ghana Police sahene metre Inspector General of Police Dr. George Ekufudampare se wonye hwehwemu emfa panwotwe bi a wofa wo preekuro mu 18 nananom nsiedo mfimpinu ene aduonu 2020 abato ayeko mu no na wo kire se senti a wo pese sanhwehwemu yi ebekoso no ene se eno betumi aboa na ehun senkaye bi a ebeba daache no ayensen na ho ama wo manfo na daache bi nipa bi nso amfa emra anhye wonum nsem na wonum anni ensemmonefo sem anya wonum adwen se obetumi afa wonum ho adie na mampani ye ya sabre wode to police sahene enim se and Thanksgiving event no ewo National Mosque chese wode hye so enkampopuni mantem habro no a wo frɛ wo second no na woto onsa efrɛ Ghana mampani a wode kopie mu ho no ma enkomobo ne nkomotwetwe ahodo na ekoso no wonam so emi etudwa na mampani asa atoa so ne nkasa yemu a wo kire se sabre ye abusua wonom ehwere wonom adehye no soso no se de mpanifo ka no se wo de agya kwa yenya akwa no wo se wo bepempata sika bi compensation e de ama wonom soso wo so enya de se we no betumi e de wonom adehye na sa ba nkwam na soso no eyade a wo susu se betumi atonsuo bi ama wonom no ameno no adwodwo wonom ekoma enti o se no soso wo beye na wasanso atoa so wo kire se police sahene no woye nhwehwemu efa nsemi hu a wo se no so ebeboa ema wo memu temwani pani metira atani general so na tena ye no wonom so nhwehwemu bi esese woye fa nsemi hu no na se hu atemu bia no eno so watumi de aba osusu se hyehye we sei no eye de edi kan a ebeboa ama sa nsemi mu abotoye mu abamu na anonwa sibrenso yatumi ape Yet one some so ede amamwa Ghana mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wonu akroye biewu asanso ede atudwa ewo dwumedie kroye a ene dey ekoso no asiye mekire woni muslimi somfo wonu musom kese na asesom ene dey wode hyehyso ewo enkran hanom no na omampeni ekasa no ena sabre yi eyade a muslimi somfo no eba no se edu bere a wonom ekọ wakontu konkron ewo meka no a na chese ne bo no etoda na etwamene bo no ntina ma ebinum haai enitria no kwa na ayede ama ebinum wonim sasa wo hawo no eye ade a Ghana mafo dodo na wonom eye muslimi somfo no eya wo mo ewo ewo mu pa enti enam so ema wode atudwa se na memuim yade obehwe pa na haje ebo a womanfo no etwi ansa na watumi atusa akwantu konkro no bi no watumi ama ne bo no abafom wase wosusu se no beboa ema nipadom no a ya wonya wopese nka wonya kwan na wokọ ene wofefo ekohwe saa okwan konkro no wase wonum atumi enya saa kwanya no wo mu bi.
Of the 14 points that were presented to us were captured in our manifesto. We intend to keep our promise that was made to the Muslim community. And I can highlight a few of the promises. And one was that we would reduce Hajj fares drastically. I have formed a Hajj task force that is led currently, 5-member Hajj task force that is led currently by our longest serving MP, the Honorable Collins Dauda. And we'll be leaving for the Holy Land on Monday to participate in the Hajj conference. And one of the tasks that I have given them is to go and make arrangements so that we can bring the Hajj fares as low as possible so that as many Muslims who intend to perform the pilgrimage can do so.
Asawasema shebedwani wenumunyamfo Muntaka Mubarak enso ede atudwa wotre se owogidie mapa ewo mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na memuoi mu pa wosise ntia woka nsemi nyina ene se mampani eyade a webedi se dibire yi bipen watena Ghana abenwa yi so epen ema nhyehyeye ni nimdie suehunu a wonya firi mu no eyade a wopani no wonim se na memuoi mu bio no wontoto no asekra nyina atudwa wato aso a wotre se opani ni sua hunu ni ntino eno ebeboa ma hyehye ya wode beto apono so no ebeboa wo man yi pa. Shebedwe fie ensem no wamu so na Tamale Central baton pesu asomra shebedwani wonimonyamfo Mutala Muhammad eso ede atudwa watch tidie mapa ewo nipa miensa mampani John Dramani Mahama abo wonu mu din se anototo ekoso mechevet no ekoso na bibia wiem di a wonu betumi ye aye asoa wochese wo mu gidie pass obetumi aye dwumaso yesan eyade a wonom so wo suahunu ewo asoya mampani abo wonom din se David Amre wonhwe na wontoto saa asoye no ema wo man no.
President Mahama indeed had been in the office. He had been the president of the Republic of Ghana before, and therefore he is not coming to learn on the job. So any promise President Mahama made, inshallah, shall be delivered. And I think that the speed with which he is going is very clear. How many days will it take him to remind you that there are some of the changes that need some instrument to be brought to Parliament? And any instrument that is brought to Parliament will take about 21 days for the instrument to mature and then it becomes a law. And I have no doubt for Parliament will be adjourned for just 1 week, unless on Tuesday. Some key ministers have been appointed. Minister in charge of finance, in charge of energy, in charge of justice and attorney general. The challenges that these people have settled, the MPP administration have settled the people of this country, is the issue of energy. They knew that it was going to be a huge challenge. Maybe perhaps they knew they were going to win the election. So we need to have substantive ministers in the place. So these 3 ministers who have been appointed, Parliament, you know, the Senate Committee was also. It is our belief that they will do the vetting within this period. And by the time we come back, we will debate and approve them in the floor of Parliament. So 1 week ago, to March, a longer time. The committee is able to vet them, and then the report is submitted to plenary on Tuesday. Possibly, and I believe that on that day or the next day, we may take it and then we will approve. I don't think that there will be any challenge. These 3 individuals have been deputy. And they have been deputy ministers in the area, they have been elevated to serve as ministers 4 minutes. So they are not coming to learn. I am very convinced that the vetting will be done. And we have no doubt President might deliver. And every single promise made, we know that, and I suppose the Muslims in the Quran, that when two people make a promise, he allows. So President Muhammad is conscious of the promises he made. He is conscious of the fact that Allah said, as witness to the promises he made to the people. And therefore, the 120 days promise he made, that he put in his seal, I have no doubt that Allah is
Onimonyamfo Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa Northton Abaton Pesua Somra Shebedwani wono akroya enso so enna eyedwemtreni edema abedweku Ghana Mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama watie se wonwa wonye hwehwemu emfa abandada no nipa wosusu se wonum edi dream wonum a efom aban nwapade aban ensase aban ahyen nyina no na wontumi emfa ho nsenkaye emetu na wonye padie ni nyina emfiri wonum ehonum na metre operation recover all loot no a utwanity awa oral team no eno enna wonimonyamfo Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa odimuchi ame no pani no akasa a wo kyerese dwuma mampani a samre wafiti ne dwumadi ase a enche bia akra na wotwi no wode hye wonum nsabra na woye mampani a wote apakan mu no metre president elect no wo hye wonum se wonye no wo kyerese sabre yade a wonya eso aba ne esanse hwehwemu no ofiti asia wonum enya ensem ahodo asabre wakafua a eno no wo friend reporter enchebia wode bekwa akoto His Excellency John Dramani Mahama animu wo kyerese asabre ye sensemfu ahodo ensem a wonum ensa aka no eye ahodwiri pa a eno no eye nipa wonya akwanya esom ye ewo mampani na na adodanko akufuado na memu ye a wode ba awiye a enchebia no na eye wonimonyamfo Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa de nsemi na atudwa no one nsɛmtwerɛfo na ekasa ewo epoye mantemu no pani no atrese enye wono nko a na hoɔden esanse wono mu dɔɔso na wodi dwuma no a ye nyina ye nim se oral ekuo yi no eye enkane police pani COP Nathan Kofi Boache ka ho mranimu ni matebu so ka ho nsɛmtwerɛni Raymond Acha ka ho enkane Auditor General Owura Daniel Yawodom Levo wono so kura ka ho wo kire se wo mu nyina amodembo ene atumi aba wono mu a wono mo enye adwumadi a mampani de hye wono mo nsa na wotwe kakra atwammo no ho nsunsuaso papa enche bia wode ho senkaye report no ebekwa akoto mampani animu na watoa adwuma a woye no kura eso. Yet one some so ede amamo Kosua Ekai say a CTV Ghana's #1 television and now when you gusua ye na ye transmitted live every year in studios and what third that was streets in Kranhala born Facebook live on so be to me akaye ho e wo ho no more na ye da so e wo amanyo semua Kasamafo edema transition team meche eku a wonom ehwe na aban enanimu etumi akoso no aban no efri NPP abandada no honom eba NDC aban no ehonom no wono akoro yanso ye boafo mapa ede emama mpani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama meche Owura Felix Kwachi Ofosu na wode ababetu dwa wo say NDC aban ya wo hye wo adwuma se a enche ye no eyade asabre wonom saka enkrata bia just enkrata no emu ewiremu pa na ete akomanso what just say Kane mampani na nado danko Akufo-Addo wone ne New Patriotic Party NPP amemu a etwa mu ncheye bia no wabra afrase meche mfimpinu ne aduonu nan openim no ebosomi a yekoto aba no ano December bosomi no bra yeto aba ne wie ye no ano nefua no be se dumienu ekire wo mo ene adwumakuo bi ehye ekonte ase apam bi so de wonsa hye nkata ase ema wono mo asa kontraja ne chese adwumakuo no ye frɛ no Jobe Ghana Limited eno sabere wo hwe anim se dwumadi a wo ba bedie no Ghana ban betumi atua $5 million US dollars ede ama adwumakuo yie na dwumadi a wo hwe so obedie no wo so obesi adan ede ama asoye a wo hwe nwuma ene adansie ho nsɛm so Ministry of Works and Housing na no ɛna owura yi enkrata no a watwero ede aba mountain wo kyerɛ sɛ emu awira mu pa esan sɛ adwumadi a Jobe Ghana Limited eba bedie no wo hwe sika wo mo ebeje no a enka enye ho adwuma no ba beyi na de esanso so ebro adwen ene ntiase so ne sɛ NPP aban ya etwa mu ncheye no wo mu ni important sɛ wono ba be fira memwom no otimi etu saa na mo no wo se ni nyina no enye adwen a eye papa eboa amemwo na enkrata no asabre yi eye kasamafo edema transition team Owura Felix Kwachi Ofosu wacha se aban kesie mu wono mo nsa aka no wacha se eye chief director Penny Kwantrefo a wono no chese wo Ministry of Works and Housing wono na ne nsa hyase Reverend Stephen Yaw osei a chese wono abo atira nkode ekwa akoma Penny Kwantrefo no so eda Jobe Ghana Limited no se enka ene wono nsanka na enkratasema efa wono contract no hu nyina no entumi enwie mudie na no ena Owura Felix Kwachi Ofosu di atudwa wo chese enya de se wono beye hweha ma abandadai atumi abosa kai ede ama omeyi ni titru wabra abanfoforo ena wonom etoa omeyi amemu so wose enye no nko a sabre yi Electricity Company of Ghana wonom so egusu a chese sika bi a wo tuatua no wohwa ano no esom Ghana sika no 240 million a ni nyina so no eyade ede okaeka ena ebebre wo meya no so no wabo akire ede ama Electricity Company of Ghana epanifo se animanimu ya wonyai se sika wo tua ni nyina na wo enhwe dachi bie se sika no esese wotua anase ensese wotua no ni nyina ho asem watumi atu ho anamo ansa. Eku a enshabanyase a yefre wonom se arise for change for economic growth ochanity awa asek wonom akasa etia ene emrante wani nipa bi a wonom afamra hye wonom nsem yaban aba yaban ene woso na wonom ekonwumaku ahodo mu ekosese niema ekwatwe womanfo eto ase efiri akonyaso se wonom ensori enfiri offices ahodo a wodi dwuma no na sabre nipa foforo emra na wode ensemi ato ensemtwerefo animu a wo kyerese mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama kra no ehu ebehia se wono soso kra no wobekasa ati sanse enya de se ebetumi aboa na memuo se nipa bie so wo ye NDC amanyuko ni mawu so wo ye NDC amanyuko ni mawu no wo di bone ewo amanyuko no edin mu na wo se aban soso adwapade
yeni bishia 17th December no ye ka kire mu se ye hwa ni mu se president eswa oswe in bia NDC for Monkoye debe enko bo taking over our district hall se na ebe yo monko the directors no ebe adwuma na se bia esika aban panyimfo a omo mansimu ne da institutions bi no ano a omo emphasize kan use wo campaign eseye no na ebetumi hu ni nyina eti ampaso president eswe iwie ya o sha se na adwuma no shase na shase no ne na yedi ya okese wo ho ne civil servant omo ho no ma ss party for no no mo ya adwuma no omo eloko offices ne se na be ya omo nya access enwura mu sa adwuma dina na ba ndi nyanje ho ss adwuma no mo yesi omo nye handle omo kura abai political position na yes civil servant into omo nya civil servant no ha na ebio so your science so kase Greater Accra Regional Chairman Ashmore issue statement be say police enchi omo ye sa operation no ye pese ono eti ase ni police na ti ase omo tumi chi obia sa de ye peneso yan kase ya so say obuko eloko offices for civil servant ni we no ye mfo eno so nemu omo tumi chi obia because afi 8 years ago sa nyama no siye
wasansem kroye mu a ene National Chairman DS Mahama Idrisu ekasafa ho sisie ya no ena ukopuo mu ewo mfimfini mantem a ewutu breku wo manfo no bi abonyenye ni nyina ne se wonum kopie mu ewo National Health Insurance Office wo koye no na chese mrante wanu mu bia osusu se wonum eye NDC amanyuko no echitafo echese wonum atoto adan ni mu woma womanfo no nya adwuma wonko na wonum so emeye adwuma esanse womu aban na aba adansefo a na semnu bi no womu ni CTV kase akasa sei
insurance be ni pa be 50 amato office ni to mu nyina ko minim bi so mu bleku ha ya minim be 3 kra bleku ha ya no mo and they say NDC for mo so national security so ma ba new king nilo nti bi amra ya dia mo no so ma to office ni because amutimi for mo pe e ma to office ni etuko kra be to a agise nya chitafo ansa na timi ayede ato
Amala ka office bien mesuma kwa ya photocopy awasa mele nwe bebe ni insurance mala no bien na tisi amede esra mo monja ma ne omutumle omuduma wa na yeso ya monte because ya pay for any so man nya ma bebe na yeso ya renew insurance ya yeso ya mo ba chi ya na dia sre
Empenifo a eda Electrochem Ghana Limited adwumakuo no ano eti ase nipa bi a wo free segene ada empatamu obebo wura wonomo bi a wotu enchene mekire ada songo ho no mo no wo se eyade a eha adwen pa na empanimfo mekire CEO wono kra gina mu ekasa ma adwumakuo no empanimfo no na wo kire sasa abreye eyade a mfoni ahodo a CCTV no etwaye no benifo ensa kan wode etu anamo se de be ya nipa bonfoi obetumi de wonom afa mrakwan so CCTV kase ene CEO Razak Adams akasa say
and then they took away a lot of mobile pumping machines. They seized a couple of motorbikes. They took away a couple of air conditioners. They started stealing salt that worth over millions and millions of dollars. And we are being told that this is not the end. This is just as I speak right now. we received intelligence that within the next 30 minutes, a community called Onikope planned to storm the concession to completely take over. They sent warning to our staff that are living in the bungalow that all of them must evacuate immediately. They are coming in their numbers to take over, and there are no electrical staff or electrical employee who are allowed to continue their normal work. The company has been shut down right now.
Abusiafo ye twa ye ho tew ye ba ye de adwadie mu nsem ebeto aso e wakasie no mu. Abusiafo adwadie mu nsemo ye fa wa savana mantem ni mu a wo kropon da mango enna ye kwa akogina ye na a driver 43 sabre wonomo eni atutu aka won sempa ama wabonyenye ni nyina ene se wonya fango emfa enni dwuma wo kire se nefu akakra nie wonomo ebekwa akopie miaye a woton fango no fuel stations awodo no na kire se wo mo kire se ebi ni hono ma wo betumi abubi agu ahyen mu di adi dwuma ma wode nsem ahodo na ye adesrede na eto mpanifo a ewotwa ka wonsemi mu se won hwe no won pensemi anu nwasibire sanse fam godie eno a na edi edada adwumadi mu anase yakone ebedi emu nsem.
For the past 4 days, we are currently run short of fuel, and it's really affecting our daily activities. When you check around, there are so many fuel stations in town, and it looks like the place that we can get fuel, and it's really affecting businesses.
It's 1 week today, so we don't know what is going on. So we want to see if the government can easily help so that we can able to get enough of fuel so that our vehicles, everything can move successfully. Then we can see how we can do.
Well, controlling the pressure has not been something new to us. At the point we were the only station that is serving the regional capital. Before Petrosul came into operation, we used to be just two, Zen Petroleum and Dukes. And mostly they run out and we have to be serving the town. So we are well versed in taking the pressure that is coming.
Ye twa ye ho tiawa ye ba ye de amanone nsem ebeto aso. Amanone nsemu enwumre no enkane France mampeni Nicolas Sarkozy edi atudwa wo kire se ka wokopie mu ewo aseni bia no adansefo a ebepie ho no bedi adanse ewo ne nsemu a ekoso ni nyina eye mfimpinu ne enso 2007 bra na wobontoa agbabedi mampeni ewo France man mu no wo kire se ne edwurimudie bi ekoso ewo ne ntoabo mu no wo kire se nipa wono ya adansefo enrada wobepie mu okoto nyina no se mo beka ye na ehrodo rada sem entropa chese woni babi ansem ni nyina efiri krompo eba ya wono etumi dwen ho eba ebeka na ene kane mampani ewo France man ni mu no na chese wenye mfihia no aduosia enkron 69 adwade ya etwam ya na ofiti na seni ase na opani no daso agina ne naso se kwa adu a wode ebo no se wono no mfimpinu ne nso ne ntoabo a wobo edibedi mampani no eyade a sika ahodo a wode hye ntoabo nim mecha ne campaign no woji sika no efri kane mampani Muammar al-Gaddafi wono enkane na woye Libya mampani asabre kwa no wono wanya ne ba bi ekro wo chese nukure bia enim wonyade se Libya sika ba akokora na wo sika wono wode ebo ne ntoabo ne ho ebra mfimpinu ne enso no emu. Ebusia eha na ebre bema kwan na enwumre no nsia bre mu kase CTV Ghana's #1 television Class News ana Class Account News ye de ebesom wo no ye de ACA me sorry so na Elizabeth Edu waba bepoto nsem no e de amamo midin abena nyako abronoma makramo.
Has been an amazing year, but I believe 2025 is going to be much better. We at Hisense want to say a very big thank you to you for us. Stay blessed and Happy New Year. I go by the name Dance God Lloyd. Official
2025, we can't wait to see you. We can't wait to have fun with you. Hisense loves you. It's your girl Afrenita, Official
2024, so Hisense money koye maudia. And then 2025, and you triple. Yes, so friends, son. Hisense the Ghana for you now say. Who costs no money in your juma? Yet damn say. Hisense Mama Official 4. Hisense. Everyday prices for everyday people. Simply the best.
Given by my colleague Abna Abronoma. Now let's settle news in English. My name is Elizabeth Edu. Now to our very first story. President John Dramani Mahama has directed his Secretary Dr. Callistus Mahama to formally request an update from the Inspector General of Police Dr. George Akuffo Dampare regarding the investigations into the death that occurred during the 2020 and 2024 elections. Speaking at the National Muslim Prayer and Thanksgiving event at the National Mosque in Kanda, Accra here today, President Mahama reaffirmed his administration's commitment to justice and accountability for the tragic incident. He emphasized the importance of investigating this event to prevent similar occurrences in future elections. The president disclosed that the requested update would serve as the foundation for further investigations to uncover the circumstances surrounding the death and to uphold those responsible accountable. In addition to pursuing justice, President Mahama pledged to ensure that the families of the victims receive fair and adequate compensations. He reviewed plans to involve the new Attorney General in determining appropriate repatriation for the affected families. President Mahama also made a series of commitments aimed at supporting Ghana's Muslim community, including reduced Hajj fees, additional holidays, and protection for Muslim women wearing hijab.
Of the 14 points that were presented to us were captured in our manifesto. We intend to keep our promise that was made to the Muslim community. And I can highlight a few of the promises. And one was that we would reduce Hajj fares drastically. I have formed a Hajj task force that is led currently, 5-member Hajj task force that is led currently by our longest serving MP, the Honorable Collins Dowda. And they'll be leaving for the Holy Land on Monday to participate in the Hajj conference. And one of the tasks that I have given them is to go and make arrangements so that we can bring the Hajj fares as low as possible so that as many Muslims who intend to perform the pilgrimage.
You heard President John Dramani Mahama, now the Member of Parliament for Asawasa Muntaka Mubarak, also expressed optimism about President Mahama's leadership, believing that his experience will bring positive change for the country.
By the grace of Allah and your prayers and with your help, I'm sure that's going to be. I mean, you see the good work, and we are not going to abuse the good work. I'm going to use it and do the best that we can. And I'm sure that once we do the best that we can, the general Ghanaian population will appreciate it. So we are supposed to just do our brothers. The president, why are we in a hurry? Leave it to him. Let's keep praying. I mean, we have so many talents. We have so many, more than enough. So wherever he puts anybody, we will do our very best to help.
That the three ministerial appointees recently nominated by President John Dramani Mahama will successfully pass their vetting process and assume their respective roles effectively.
President Mahama had been in the office. He had been the president of Ghana before, and therefore he is coming to learn on the job. So any promise President Mahama made, inshallah, shall be delivered. And I think that the speed in which he is going is very clear. How many days will it take him to remind you that there are some changes that need some instrument to be brought to Parliament. And any instrument that is brought to Parliament will take about 21 days for the instrument to mature and then become a law. And I have no doubt for Parliament is adjourned for just 1 week, unless we are coming back on Tuesday. Some key ministers have been appointed. Minister in charge of finance, in charge of energy, in charge of justice and attorney general. Mind you, the challenges that these people have started, the MPP and the previous administration have started the people of this country, is the issue of energy. They knew that it was going to be a huge challenge. Maybe perhaps they knew they were going to win the election. So we need to have substantive ministers in place. So these three ministers who have been appointed, Parliament, you know, the Senate committee was it is our belief that they would do the best within this period. And by the time we come back, we will debate and approve them in the floor of Parliament. So one week ago, to manage a longer time. But once the appointment is able to vet them, and then the report is submitted to the on Tuesday, possibly, and I believe that on that day or the next day, we may take it and then we will. I don't think that there will be any challenge. This is really because there has been deputy ministers, and they have been deputy ministers in the area, they have been elevated to serve as ministers for 4 minutes to learn on the job. So I am very confident that the vetting will be done within this by the time would have been submitted to plenary, and we have no doubt.
Tala Mohammed, Member of Parliament for Tamale Central. Now to some other stories. The Member of Parliament for Nocton and Chairman of Operation Recover Olud Samuel Kwijitu Ablakwa has assured Ghanaians of significant findings gathered by his team regarding looted properties by officials of the Nana Addo-led administration. He explained that the report yet to be presented to President John Dramani Mahama will reveal critical achievements and shed light on the looted state assets. The report further indicated that Ablakwa made these remarks while speaking to journalists in the eastern region. Ablakwa highlighted the collaborative nature of the work, expressing confidence that the evidence compiled would empower the Attorney General and relevant institutions to take action that stems from the appointment of Ablakwa, Nathan Kofi Boakye, Martin Pebu, Raymond Archer and Daniel Yao Domelevo by President Mahama to probe the issues of state capture and looting of state assets under the oral initiative. The spokesperson for the transition team for John Dramani Mahama, Felix Kwakye Ofosu, stated that the National Democratic Congress government would hold the outgoing administration accountable if any transactions were conducted without adhering to due process. This comes after a document available has revealed how the immediate past Akufo-Addo-led New Patriotic Party government awarded a contract worth nearly $5 million to a company named Joburg Ghana Limited after losing the 2024 general elections. A letter dated December 19, 2024 and signed by Reverend Stephen Osei, Chief Director of the Ministry of Works and Housing, and addressed to the CEO of Joburg Ghana Limited stated, and I quote, after the general elections, the transition team of President John Dramani Mahama expressed serious concerns over alleged irregular activities taking place within certain state agencies during transition process. The team explained how the outgoing government planned to disburse a total of 240 million Ghana cedis to a company for no work conducted with the Electricity Company of Ghana. The Arise for Change for Economic Growth, a political group that supported the election of John Dramani Mahama, has condemned the vandalism and illegal takeover of government institutions by some NDC supporters. Following the inauguration of the new president, the national chairman of Arise for Change and Economic Growth, DS Mohammed Idrisu, spoke to the media.
17th December, President Eswa in India, NDC for taking over our district hall, send a very important directors. No, now, Sika, Abampi for Mansimone, that institutions being manual, or more emphasize can use campaign, essay, na youth na 80 and pass president Eswa in here ya shase na jumano operations no shase na shase no ne na yedi ya okese o hone civil servant for ana omo ho ma SSA party for no no mu ya jumano omo eloko offices no se na be ya omo nya access enwura mu sai betna ma ya no de ya ni anje ho SSA ajumano mo yesi omo nye handle omo kura about political position na yes civil servant into omonja civil servant no ha na ebio so yes sign so kase Greater Accra Regional Chairman Ashmore issue statement be say police enchi omo ye sa operation no ye pese ono etiase ni police na etiase omo tumi chi obia sa de no ye peneso yankase ya so say obuko eloko offices for civil servant ni we no dem fuel so nemu obuti chi obia because afi 8 years ago sa nema no see
he had the national chairman for Arise for Change for Economic Growth, DS Idrisu. Now to the central region at Wutubreku, offices of the assembly, including that of the National Health Insurance Scheme, have been locked up by some NDC supporters. A police officer who attempted videoing the unfolding incident were assaulted by the hooligans. An eyewitness who spoke on condition of anonymity narrated the incident.
I pay for there so many insurance, by nipa 50. I'm at office in to minimum some blue ya. Minimum 3 crowd blue ya no more. And they say NDC for. NDC for so national security. So my new king Nilo, Tibia Mara, their mom no. So my to office in him. Because I'm with him for more pet. And mamma to office in him. It will crab at toi. I just say Chita for and send it to me. I then at all.
My lucky office will be any. No, so my quiet photocopy. I was sent the anyway. Very new insurance. Remember, no be any at his made. It's Rama, Monjama, and Omutumbe, Mujuma, and nails. Young because I can't say any. So much insurance. Also, you have a chair and a cranty yesterday.
Now, Electrochem Ghana Limited has strongly condemned an illegal invasion of its mining concession, but alleged intruders from Sege and Adan accusing them of stealing valuable equipment, including pump machines, motorbikes, and other assets. CEO Razak Adams has been sharing details.
And then they took away a lot of mobile pumping machines. They seized a couple of motorbikes. They took away a couple of air conditioners. They started stealing salt that worth over millions and millions of dollars. And we are being told that this is not the end. This is just the tip of the iceberg. As I speak right now, we receive intelligence that within the next 30 minutes, a community called Bonikope plan to storm the concession to completely take over. They send warning to our staff that are living in the bungalow that all of them must evacuate immediately. They are coming in their numbers to take over, and that no Electrochem staff or Electrochem employee would be allowed to continue their normal work. The company has been shut down right now.
He had the Chief Executive Officer for Electrochem Ghana Limited, Razak Adams. Now let's do some business. Damango is grappling with a fuel shortage, leaving drivers and other petroleum product users scrabbling from one station to the other search for the commodity. Frustrated residents having expressed their concerns over the shortage, describing it as a major inconvenience that has disrupted their daily activities.
For the past 4 days, we are currently run short of fuel, and it's really affecting our daily activities. When you check around, there are so many fuel stations in town, and it looks like this is the only place that we can get fuel, and it's really affecting businesses.
Since 1 week today, so we don't know what is going on. So we want to see if the government can easily help so that we can able to get enough of fuel so that our vehicles, everything can move successfully. Then we can do.
Well, controlling the pressure has not been something new to us. Yeah, at the point we were the only station that is serving the regional capital. Before Petrosol came into operation, we used to be just two, Zen Petroleum and Dukes, and mostly they run out, and we have to be serving the town. So we are well versed in taking the pressure that is coming.
Complaining about fuel shortage in the region. Now to some foreign news. French President Nicolas Sarkozy strongly condemned the conspiracy he claimed was orchestrated by liars and crooks during a Paris trial on Thursday regarding the supposed illegal funding of his 2007 presidential campaign by Libyan regime and the former leader Muammar Gaddafi. Sarkozy, 69, made this first remark since the trial began on Monday, stating that, and I quote, "You will never find a single Libyan euro or cent in my campaign." The ex-president, who held office from 2007 to 2012, faces charges including passive corruption, illegal campaign financing, and concealment of embezzlement of public funds and criminal association, which could lead to a prison sentence of up to 10 years. The trial is set to continue until April 10, with a verdict anticipated afterwards. The case surfaced in March 2011 when a Libyan news outlet reported that the Gaddafi administration had funded Sarkozy's 2007 campaign. Sarkozy stated that claims from Libya about the alleged funding of his campaign emerged just hours after he declared Gaddafi must go. And that's all for the class news at 6 with me, Elizabeth Edu. For more news and updates, do log on to classfmonline.com. Do stay and enjoy the rest of our programs. Good evening.